Fate needs you, Proxy. As Hermaeus Mora, the one who knows, foretold, we meet again, Proxy. Many diverse twists of fate have led us to this nebulous... We are bound together by a common danger. Enemies of Hermaeus Mora threaten his realm of oblivion, and in so doing pose a threat. Only a mortal Proxy can deal with the threat and save both Apocrypha and Nern. The fates of both realms are linked, and you are the one who knows instructed me to give you this, a condensate of planar potentialities. You will not... One or more of Hermaeus Mora's rival princes, although they have yet to reveal themselves. They work through agents, such as whoever sought the glyphics when we first met. Yes and no. These are the same forces that hired the Dusksaber mercenaries and colluded with Drollis Atherin to seize the Emerald Glyph. Have you never heard of the Daedric Prince of Forbidden Knowledge? The Lord of Fate? The riddle unsolvable? I am astonished how little the mortals of our tiny world comprehend. Apocrypha is the realm of Hermaeus Mora, his home and seat of... I am Laramil, sometimes called the Wise, although that is not a sobriquet I care for. I seek to comprehend the I do not worship him, if that is your question. The Prince of Knowledge is an ally and patron. Mora provides me with access to...
You there! You look like a capable forager. I need some help. Can we talk? You there! You look like a capable forager. I need some help. Can we talk?
Of Hermaeus Mora, we must converse. Laramil has done well, and brought fate's chosen into my unrelenting gaze. All other outcomes, all that, and more mortal. I see all that is, was, and will ever. I am the golden eye of fate, and the keeper of whispers. I have foretold that a mortal was needed to preserve. Let Laramil guide you. She can perceive the threads of fate and lead you to the 3 tasks that will reveal. I have alerted Laramil to 3 specific threads of fate that converge in a place known as the Telvanni Peninsula. Do you know so little, mortal? Apocrypha is my domain. A plane of oblivion I have shaped to my needs. And this plane The mortal realm. Some refer to it. The scholars and mystics of your world call me a Daedric prince. What you see is only an aspect of my true self. For the mortal mind cannot contain the whole. Precious little. They are shadows that vanish under my scrutiny. Obscure figures that somehow hide from my gaze. It is every possible fate unfolds before me. They all lead to an event I thought erased from chance eons ago. If this course isn't altered, that is the reason fate chose you. Your instinctual ability to succeed no matter the obstacles placed. If that is why I agreed to bind myself to you with a powerful contract. I cannot act against you. Fate takes many paths, mortal. Find Laramil, Necrom, and choose wisely.
The necropolis is closed? That's never happened before.
We keepers of the dead understand your frustration. I'm sure the abbot will sort things out in no time.
Welcome to my safe house, Proxy. Meeting Hermaeus Mora represents a rare honor. The one who knows materializes in a delimited projection. And so I shall. The one who knows traced 3 crucial events to this area. Investigate each, and he believes we can expose the I do not know. I was only presented with what was required to bring you to the right place at the right moment. You must. Many possible futures branch from every mortal choice. If we know the consequences of our choices, it changes the outcome. Therefore, Hermaeus Mora tells us the threads of fate lead to 3 locations in this region. The necropolis of Necrom, the old tower of Telrendis, and the town of Alavelis, a reasonable and prudent request. I shall provide what details I can, but I know little more than you do. Necrom serves as a center for the ancient Dunmer practice of ancestor worship, a strange custom. The monks of the necropolis, called the Keepers of the Dead, tend the catacombs beneath the city. Telrendis is one of the many mushroom towers that dot this land. They usually serve as domiciles of Telvanni wizards who wield formidable magic. Alavelis is a minor settlement whose only claim to fame is its malachite quarry, a glass mine as the Dunmer, an old bookbinder's shop, our temporary base of operations in this region. I secured it so we could travel to and from Apocrypha without causing undue panic. In addition to the 3 to take you to the locations you must investigate, I summoned 2 gateways to Apocrypha. One leads to the Endless Library, only if you desire to do so. The threads of fate Hermaeus Mora asks you to investigate. Your choice must be your own, Proxy. Hermaeus Mora was clear about that. There. 3 paths are now arrayed before you. Which will you pick?
How can we honor our ancestors if the necropolis is closed?
The abbot ordered the closure for your own good, citizen. Curate Guardián makes sure no one enters.
Prelate? Oh, of course. No one enters the necropolis.
The necropolis is closed? Who ever heard of such a thing?
Something about this doesn't feel right. Sorry, friend, but the necropolis is closed today. And by order of the abbot, it seems. We've never turned away the families of the dead before. When Prelate Forum and his aides arrived, my fellow keepers of the dead were plagued with a strange malady. I was away when the disease struck, and I haven't been allowed back. Prelate Forum arrived from the temple, and suddenly my fellow monks fell ill. We were never notified of a visit, and besides, Forum isn't a... Fate must have led you here, friend. Prelate Forum arrived aboard the Stormwing. If you can find out where they boarded the ship, it might tell us something. Talk to the portmaster at the harbor, while I deal with any pilgrims that come by.
Bless my eyes, if it isn't the Scourge of Blackheart.
Fate must have led you here, friend. Prelate Forum arrived. This is the necropolis of Necrom, perhaps the largest and oldest necropolis in all of Morrowind. For thousands of years, families have interred their revered ancestors in these catacombs. Yes, we're a monastic order. We keep the crypts in good repair. We help families make funerary arrangements. And we guide those... I was with Abbot Ilvel when Prelate Forum arrived. I was barely introduced when the abbot sent me to get tea from the market. I'm worried about the abbot. He's always been kind to me. I haven't seen it firsthand. Prelate Forum says the monks are delirious with fever. Now I'm stuck out here, turning pilgrims away. I think he brought this sickness to the necropolis, yes. Perhaps he picked it up on the voyage to Necrom, although neither he nor his aides appear sick. Wish I could ask Abbot Ilvel about it. Maybe. But if it isn't spreading to the prelate or his aides, is it really that dangerous? I have not the Lord of Secrets? I hope not. I mean, I suppose Hermaeus Mora isn't bad as far as Daedric princes go. He's not part of the House of Troubles, after all. Fate must have led you here, friend.
Where's that layabout Randus? Absent again? Not now, stranger. My assistant never showed up for work today, and I've got my hands full directing cargo bound for both land and sea. Plague. That's not a word to toss around lightly. What proof do you have? Look, illness is a part of life when you work with the dead. I'm surprised the Keepers of the Dead aren't sick more often. Plague can be... Sorry, I can't let you wander around unattended on a ship under my watch. And since my assistant Randus never showed up for work today, I have no one available to escort you. Port Agent Randus likes to fish at a little cove south of the city, even when he's supposed to be working. Tell him to get his arse back here, and I'll let you look around the Stormwing.
Next time I'm in the field, I think I'll bring a great warhammer. Or two.
I don't feel so good. Should have stayed in bed. I usually have this spot all to myself. Well, you can have it today, stranger. Did she? Not the first time the portmaster sent someone to fetch me. But you can tell her I won't be much help today. I fell ill after it. Now that you mention it, the air in the lower hold smelled unhealthy. And the passengers kind of gave me a bad feeling, though I can't rightly say why.
Hands off, or I will gut you like the rest. What? Never seen an assassin get put out of work before?
If you came for crafting certification, I can assist you.
Did you come here for crafting certification?
You again. And without that good-for-nothing well enough to go fishing, but too sick to work. A likely story. Ugh, I should drop everything and go catch him in his lie. Then I'd have First you shout plague, then I hear that several of the dock workers who unloaded the Stormwing took ill. Now Randus.
What's going on with the Stormwing? Nobody wants to go near that ship.
Good question. I hear it's full of skeevers that arrived with
The ship is haunted. Haunted and cursed.
Please, help me see better days.
You're back. I was worried maybe you abandoned me. If I have to turn away one more family... Did you learn anything at the Stormwing about a sickness or a plague? And did the temple... An imposter? Let me see what you found. I knew there was something wrong the moment I saw the prelate. I suppose I should call him Blightcrown. All sorts of relics and heirlooms are stored in the catacombs with the ancestors. And with Peryite cultists loose inside, Abbot Ilvel and the Keepers are... I don't. Wait! When I wanted to slip out after curfew, I used the cellar that connects to the city's underway. The entrance to the underways is on the west side of the necropolis. You'll find the cellar door in an alcove on your right. I'll post a notice about the closure and join you there. Not a terrible lot. I'm not an expert on Daedric studies or anything. I know he's the Daedric Prince of Pestilence, the Blighted Lord, the Master of Tasks. People worship all sorts of things. Peryite's followers see disease as a blessing. They revel in suffering and spreading plagues. I was orphaned at a young age. No other family. Abbot Ilvel took me in and raised me. He's the father I never had. I only have Blightcrown's word about that. I'm not even sure if the abbot and the keepers are really sick. When I return, as Prelate Forum, Blightcrown has the authority of the temple. The Necrom Guard would never make a move against a temple prelate or the orders of the abbot. I'll meet you in the underways. Over here, friend. A rarely used trapdoor. You go first. No one around, just as I hoped. The chapel is through the doorway and up the stairs. To the right, friend. The door to the chapel is at the end of the hall. Locked? The chapel is never locked. Can you pick it? If not, Curate Zancon leaves his key on a shelf to the northwest. Those sensors, whatever they're emitting, reeks. Destroy the sensors.
I know nothing
They're
of Friar
sickening these
Durdren's
keepers.
tomb. Leave me be.
They ask so many questions. Please, help the others. Dane, Abbot Ilvel is in danger. Prelate Forum put one of those foul sensors in his chamber.
I don't know anything about a fulcrum. Please.
That's all of them. Let's go check on Abbot Ilvel. Blightcrown is with the abbot? His chambers are to the north when we're done here. The abbot, destroy that foul sensor, friend.
No, Prelate, stop. Fulcrum Obscura. Durdren's tomb in the lower catacombs.
Poor Abbot Ilvel. He's delirious. What did he say about the lower catacombs? How insidious. Blightcrown made the Keepers of the Dead sick so he could question them in their fevered state. And also he could find some old relic hidden in the necropolis. Hermaeus Mora. The Keepers of the Dead have nothing to do with the Lord of Secrets. And I never heard of anything called the Fulcrum Obscura. Wait, endangers Nern? I'm just a minor curate working in the necropolis. Feuds between Daedric princes are beyond me. Prior Durdren founded the necropolis and our order. Abbot Ilvel idolized him. Told me the prior was obsessed with Necrom's history and had received a special... Take the key from the desk and head to the catacombs. The door is through the chapel and to the north. I'll stay with Abbot Ilvel. Do what I can. Prior Durdren established the Keepers of the Dead as a religious order and built this abbey over the ancient necropolis. He lived and died here centuries ago. I don't remember that coming up in any of the abbot's lectures. But Prior Durdren possessed many talents. Legend has it he could command powerful Daedra, I only visited it once, with Abbot Ilvel when I was very young. It's somewhere in the lower catacombs, at the very deepest. The ancestors watch over us. I have faith that in moments of need, my prayers will be answered. Although it certainly helps that the censors were destroyed. Since the founding of Morrowind, Dark Elves have interred their dead in necropolises. Necrom is one of the oldest. It depends what you mean by relic. Many families choose to honor their dead by entombing them with trophies or keeps. The door to the catacombs is through the chapel and to the north. Prior Durdrin's tomb is deep inside.
Blessed pox, the Prior's tomb should be here somewhere.
Keep looking. Like crowns and mounds, we find the relic.
someone approaches, Stovasard. Quick, take the relic.
The relic broke. Still, this portion contains the power we need. I leave our guests to you, Blightcrown.
The time to hide is over. Behold Blightcrown, most favored priest of Peryite. I leave you with a blessing from the Prince of Pestilence.
Back. Look, Abbot Ilvel is awake and feeling much better.
Is this the one, Guardián? You saved many lives, friend. Come, talk with me. Young Guardián told me of your mission for the Prince of Fate. A strange and perilous ally. But I thank you for saving the necropolis. We owe you our lives. What interesting. I know Prior Durdrin cavorted with Daedra, but there was no mention of Peryite in any of the chronicles. At least I see that you recovered the rest of the relic. Oh, hold on to it, of course. Guardián said that fate led you to us. I can only assume it was because of the Fulcrum Obscura. It must have a role in whatever trials you must face to save Nirn. Just this. I am in no condition to help you recover the relic. None of the Keepers are. Well, none except Guardián. Guardián, go with this adventurer. Retrieve the stolen piece of Fulcrum Obscura. You need to see more of the world anyway.
Go? But... Yes, Abbot. I'll do it. Friend, a word, please? I never traveled far from Necrom. Barely left the Telvanni Peninsula, and that was just one trip to Mournhold with Abbot Ilvel. The Abbot has given me a mission, though. The Necrom Bindery? I thought that place was abandoned. Of course I'll meet you there. Oh, and the Abbot...
Your work here is done, Proxy. Still we... That dark elf also bears the mark of fate. I shall speak with you momentarily, Kirit. Fate's threads still lead to 2 other locations. Choose another portal, Proxy.
Talk? To me? Of course. Go on, friend. I'll see you soon.
Come, Proxy. Fate dictates that I join you at this location.